the culture at Britannia is very dynamic. So you have a lot of scope of improvement and you have a lot of freedom to do what you want to do. So for example, I had a sales profile in the biscuits segment and she had a sales profile in the bread segment. So in Britannia, the best part is that you get live projects, problems that the company is currently facing or the projects that are currently going on. So it really helps you to be sure of the fact that whatever you're doing is going to make a big difference in the company and it is going to get implemented. So that is one aspect that really keeps you going.
And I would like to add that in my case, I was lucky, in fact even in your case, that the mentors we got were very nice. I mean they were strict and we had to follow all the rules very strictly, and we need to be very thorough with our presentation skills is something that we learned, which is not focused here in IIT.
And one other very important aspect, that you have a mid-review and then you also have a final review. So you're in constant touch with the heads at all times, and your final review, if you're in the top 9 like both of us luckily were, you get to present your PPT to the CEO. He himself sees your project, appreciates you and then tells you what else can be done, and then finally you also get to be chosen in the top 3 for best interns. So you have a lot of appreciation and encouragement throughout your internship, unlike most companies.
So I was given the bread segment and I had the sales profile, but luckily my project was also based on a bit of marketing. So my project was that we had to come up with a go-to-market approach and launch breads in weaker sections and new sections where we don't have a good takeoff. So that was entire, and the normal day would be like I had to go for market visits, and because it's bread, it's extreme FMCG because of the low shelf life, so we had to go in the morning as well. So there was a lot of rigorous work required. For 2 months you have to forget everything else and just focus on one thing, that is your internship and whatever task at hand you have.
I'd like to add one point, that I was really excited every day. So every day was a new challenge, that today I'll meet new people, today I'll get new insights, and my strategy was route to market. So we were understanding the basis of marketing and sales hardcore on the field. So that really gave us an incentive and encouragement. We used to call each other every day and discuss about what we did, and we were both excited every day about what was going to come the next day, because you were doing everything on your own and planning out things, and you had, again I'll repeat, the freedom to do whatever you desire to get the results finally. In my case, I prepared by reading Kotler. So Britannia has a very good GD system. There are not a lot of people sitting in your GD. So they will concentrate on you and they will concentrate on what you are saying. So I would suggest that you go through all your marketing concepts properly, and FMCG, I think marketing is made for FMCG sector. So you should completely understand your basics really well. That's what I would suggest.
And I think the same thing, although in my case what I did was, I did focus on Kotler with the basics, the jargons that you know, the headings and all, but I personally read a lot of articles, like it could be random online, and facts about the company itself. So if I'm focusing on 5 companies, I know I'll get my hand on everything, on every data that they have. So I will dig into articles, news, papers, their reports, and whatever new innovation that they're coming up in the company. You know, every new step that they take, even if it's CSR, even if it's a new product they're launching, even if it's an ethical case that they're, currently standing, like Nestle and Maggie, and the entire thing was in the news a lot that time. So we got a lot of questions based on the GDs also on that.
You can quote the company and you can quote what they do in your interview or in your GD. So they know that you've studied about the company, they know that your concepts are clear, and they know that you're aware. And also one part about my interview was that they asked a lot about who I was. They concentrated a lot on me, what I did in my job, how I studied, my graduation, my schooling, about my morals, my ethics, or my likings, everything. So a large part of my interview was also about who I am. So you should be really clear, and you should have a clear definition about your priorities, basically.
Yeah, because exactly, they really dig into the kind of person you are. And personally I felt, obviously you have the basic intelligence and the GD and the screening rounds, but in those 15 minutes you can't really judge a person very well. So it's about your impression that you leave on them, and the most important thing for me, it was the questions that you get to ask them. So that is where your knowledge comes in, and you can ask questions about your latest technology, some implementation or a product or whatever you want to ask them. So that shows that you're really interested in that company. You have that window to make an impression. And more than that, as she said, that I feel you can build a brand about your own self. You should know who you are as a person, what you want, and if you're confused, that will reflect in the interview. So the first step should be to actually sit down and make like an entire flow of your life, like what you've done, achieved since the
And
beginning.
how
and
will
the
it
end.
finally lead to Britannia? So you should be so clear about the fact that why do you want to go into an FMCG? Why do you want to do sales or marketing? You can be offered any profile at Britannia. So your definition about yourself should be so clear that it should finally lead to that company.
GDs, I guess, just try not to get it scrapped. That's the only thing I can think of. And obviously, yes, current affairs, magazines, economic times, the usual. You have to be up to date with that.
I would suggest that don't shout in your GD, don't over talk, don't just talk for the sake of talking. So even if you like say 3 or 4 points, and unlike other people you don't speak about 8 or 10 times, that's okay. Your points should make sense. Even if you speak like 2 very good points, you have a very high chance of clearing the GD.
So it's precision, it should be concise, it should be clear, and it should be obviously rich in content. So you have to read a lot.
All the best, guys.
So yeah, all the best.